Married at First Sight, Season 14, Episode 4. My name is Lindsay, and I'm scared for my life. Oh my God, you will not believe what happened to me. Like, I was on a plane with a group of couples. It was like 5 couples. So that means it's 10 of us. And one of the brides, she's real ghetto. Her name is Katina. Her husband, he's black. And he made me feel a certain type of way. And I was like, oh my God, I'm scared for my life. Oh, the way he looked at me, I just knew he wanted to kill me. And I was like, oh my God, I'm scared. He wanted to fight me because, he's black and urban. And I was like, oh my God. I just knew with the way he was looking at me. In the group of 10 of us. And I was like, oh my God, I feel so uncomfortable. I didn't like the way he made me feel. I knew he wanted to do something bad to me because, he's a big black man. And I just knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I was scared for my life. And, I've been around. And I just know that whenever somebody make me feel that way, I'm like scared for my life because he's black. He's black. Happy Thursday, darlings. Married at First Sight, Season 14, Episode 4. That was Lindsay last night. Bliss, Brunches, and Brawls. Did you watch? Did you like it? I watched on Allegedly Janice last night too. Say thank you for hanging with me and helping me to get to my 1,000 subscribers. Allegedly Janice is my backup channel. So if you have not subscribed to Allegedly Janice, be sure to do so after you subscribe to here. Make sure you subscribe to my Janicehylton channel. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your support. Thank you for hanging with me last night. Be sure to check out my Ladies Who List Atlanta on my Allegedly Janice channel. Thank you for your love and support. Thank you for those of you who have subscribed. Thank you for those of you who are picking up my new book. Take your cookies off the table. I am so excited about it. It's a devotional. So you could get up every morning and begin your day with a devotional of taking your cookie off the table. I love you. I adore you. Of course, I have several other books. Those of you who want to support me, I get a couple of emails. Janice, I have your books. How else can I support you? I love your content. You can join my Patreon and, choose your membership level. Now, if you've been saying, Janice, I love your content, and you haven't shown love is an action word. I'm looking at your crooked girl. I just want you to know. So yes, honey, Married at First Sight, Season 14, Episode 4. Episode 4, yes. I'm still not sure if I'm going to watch it all. I'm really tired of Married at First Sight, and I'm just over it. So I'm just going to freestyle this morning just to catch you guys up that did not watch with me last night. I'm still not sure. So, after the wedding night, it was the wedding night, and we saw what's his name? Dirty, stinky, filthy drawers, y'all. He got poop on his drawers. Grown behind man. And for those of you women who are making excuse talking about water, this is why y'all marry bums, Tyrones, Pookie, Ray Rays, and you're taking care of a man because you're always making excuse for a man. Honey, that was poop. That wasn't no water. That was poop. Is water yellow? Water is not yellow. It is not yellow. That was poop. That is not water. That's poop. And if he dried his hands on his underwear, don't you think we would have seen a palm print if it's water? So anyways, the couples woke up, and girl, I was done when I saw the continental breakfast. Continental breakfast. Let me back up. I am so sick and tired of seeing these men in sportswear going to bed. Ladies, is that what y'all, for your honeymoon? I'm not talking about other times, but for your honeymoon, your husband showed up in some cotton drawers, cotton gotten some like he's going to play sports. Is that what your husband showed up in? Let me know. Cause I was like, I can't believe they show up in this. And what's his name look like? He was going to the gym, girl. Steve looked like he was going to the gym, honey. He had on exercise clothes. But anyways, girl, when the breakfast came, it was continental breakfast. Continental. I couldn't believe it. It was coffee and a muffin. Married at first sight got to do better, girl. We got to do better, okay? So then we see Lindsay and Mark talking, and she's like, she's a giver and she's dated takers, okay? So if you know you're a giver and you've dated takers, why did you continue to date takers, Lindsay? You know, her screws are loose, okay? Lindsay think that she got the prize, that Mark was the prize, okay? And they will be a success. Stephen Noy, he said he felt comfortable, felt a lot of chemistry. They did not have sex, and they were sitting around chit chat talking, and she was like, she has a dog, and Noya was like, she has a dog, and she wanted to see how he did with the dog. Can he be a good dog father and another father? Okay. Ola and Katina he gonna talk about her breath instinct. Yeah, because she got up and brushed her teeth. Dum dum. The only people who breath don't stink in the morning is babies that they're they're not eating food, they're drinking milk, okay? But right around 2.5, 3 years old, it even takes time. Like even when they start eating food, their mouth don't really start to smell because they don't have a lot of that, toxicity inside of them, if that's the correct word. So right around 3 years old, I remember when Michael get up in the morning, he talking about, I said, ooh, okay, right around 3 years old. But from 3 on, when you sleep and wake up, your mouth stinks. Your breath stinks, okay? So you get up and brush your teeth. My husband, no. Don't tap no shoulders, don't rub my behind. My husband knows. Get up and go to the bathroom and fix your mouth, okay? Because you came talking in my face and kissing on me with no smelly mouth, okay? So I thought he was just so stupid talking about her breath doesn't stink, right? But you went to bed with some shitty behind and shitty drawers, but you talk about her mouth don't stink. But what about your behind? Does your behind stink? With all the poop that you left in your behind on your drawers? Sir, let's talk about the shitty drawers. So then they chit-chat, and he basically told her he was an F-boy. He didn't treat women right. But, he's done with that. He's done out of his system. He was having fun. And I say, see there, ladies, for y'all young girls that I'm trying to tell you, these 28, 29-year-old boys, they're not ready. He told us. And that's what my dad said. They have to get the dog out. Just don't be the girl they get the dog out in. He was having fun. Now he claimed he's ready to settle down. No, sir, you are still an F-boy. You're not ready to settle down and be no husband. Katina says her friend would describe her as a party girl and she will be out till 5 in the morning. But I thought she said she's not doing that anymore. Okay. So then we get over to Alyssa and Chris, and they're talking about what happened. Last night she didn't feel comfortable. And, and he said, my marriage could be over in 18 hours. And he asked, are we so different that basically you don't see us working? She was like, yeah. So Chris, my problem with Chris is, he knows they're different. She's telling him everything except I don't like you. Okay? And for those of you who say she's been mean, tell me what she said or did to be mean. Because even if she says I don't like you, that is the truth. Okay? And then she says in her voiceover, she said she has said if she meets him and he has snaggletooth, she would say goodbye. And guess what? He has snaggletooth, girl. And the producers and the experts matched them together because Lindsay also asked for a man with nice teeth, and they talked about that at the altar. So you gave Lindsay a man that has nice teeth. That's all she asked for. Alyssa also asked for a man with nice teeth, and you gave her a man with snaggletooth. Okay, I see you, fake spurts. hmm Then she talks about personality and attraction, and those are very important. This is why uh I got a problem with how the church taught on marriage and how to choose your mate, because they make it sound like you don't have to be attracted to him. And I'm like, not me. I ain't gonna marry no man I'm not attracted to. Okay, when I see you, my panties got to get wet. Okay, if it don't get wet, mm-mm. Mm-mm. I don't want to see him be like, oh my God, here he comes, and he gonna lay on be you all gonna be doing freaky stuff for the rest of your life, girl. I can't. I gotta be attracted to him. My personality, it has to be right, because this is supposed to be forever. I'm not about to stay forever with somebody I don't like. I'm working on a book about that. Girl's coming out, so hopefully in time for Valentine's Day. Okay. So then they're meeting with the family, and Jasmina met with Mike's sister, and they said that he walks off when he's angry, which I don't think it's a bad thing, because I think it's best to get yourself out of the situation than to stay in the situation and then it becomes physical. Okay, so I don't have a problem with that. She says she's never dated a man in the same state, and I'm like, well, all your life you've dated out of the state, out of the country. I just cannot, girl. Jasmina. So then Mike meets her family. They ask what example he has of marriage. He has none. He has no male role models, okay, which to me is crazy, because, I think young men, they should get themselves up under a pastor, a friend, an uncle, or something. We know Mike's mom died. Jasmine mom say that is concerning because you're not seeing it. So if you don't see it, how can you be it? How can you live it? How can you become this good husband when you've never seen an example of good marriages or good husband, or never had any male role models? So you know what this means? Mike is extremely feminine and beta, because all he had that was pouring into him is all woman. His auntie, his mama, his uncle, his grandma, his sisters. No male. It's like the pink and blue, right? It's like pink and blue. Both parents, mother and father, is to pour into the child. But when the father is not there, then all that child is getting is the pink. So there's no masculinity. There's no manhood. There's no teaching him how to be a man. There's no teaching him how to control his temper. There's no teaching him how to be a good husband. This is what you do. This is how you love your wife. This is how you treat your wife. I would be concerned too. Okay. And she said, let's not get caught up in expectation. And she said it's superficial. I do agree to some extent. Okay. Noemi's Steve's parents and the father asked about her. I forgot what she wore, and it was very pretty. She was very touched that Steve wore it. Steve dad says he brought up Steve Jobs. He said Steve is a vagabond. A vagabond. But I still feel within my spirit that Steve got some money. He got to have some money somewhere. He says all Steve wants to do is travel. And see, the freelancers, people who freelance, that will make you be able to travel. And then the dad kind of asks him, what if it doesn't work out? So I don't know what y'all think about that. Do you think Steve is broke? I don't feel like he's broke. He doesn't talk like somebody who is broke. I think Steve has a couple of dollars in the bank, and even though he's freelancing, I think he might be making enough. But I really want them to sit down and talk. I want him to give her solid answers. I don't want him to keep saying it's gonna have to take care of. No, no, no. Steve would meet with Noy family, and Noy brother brought up his alter ego, Srirachi. Srirachi. I love that name. Srirachi is very spicy. He asks a lot of questions. The brother asks about his freelancing thing, and how you gonna take care of these kids? How you going to provide for his kids? And he kept saying, well, me and her, we'll talk about that. I got a problem with that, Steve. I'm gonna go back and watch your I'm gonna watch what you see, because I'm trying to see if I can pick up on anything. And so far I'm not picking up on anything, but I really want them to sit down and have a talk, and he needs to give her some solid answers. Okay. Lindsay meets with Mike's friends and basically says that Mark wear his sleeves on his arm. And one of them said they was hoping Mark would be matched with somebody who would watch out for him. Excuse you? You want the wife to be watching out for the husband? What about the husband watching out for the wife? It sounded like Mark was looking for it sounded like Mark needs a caretaker. And I got a problem with that. Okay. Lindsay meets with so wait, let me back up. Lindsay meet with his friends, and the whole thing just kind of threw me off. Okay. It really bugs me. So then Mark meets with Lindsay friends, and they gave her a care kit for Lindsay with her snacks and a no button. You have to tell Lindsay no. Like, she's like 2 years old. It's like they both need to be mothered. Both Lindsay and Mark need mothers. Chris meet with Alyssa family and says she has some concerns. She does not think they are compatible. She just wants them to be friends. That's what that's what you tell the guys that you're not attracted to. Remember, ladies? When you were there, oh, I just want to be friends. Me, I just stop. I don't want no more friends. Okay, but that really means she's not attracted to him. Then the friend for Lynn's, Alyssa says she's always been particular with guys. Me too. I'm very particular. Everything gotta be right. Okay. Alyssa says, mom says they were matched so he can send to her. I got a problem with that. All these people get it in marriage so somebody else can fix you. No, marriage is not supposed to fix you. Fix yourself before you get married. Alyssa meets Chris' family, and she was pretty much very silent. I don't know if that was the brother or something, but she seemed very silent. And I don't know if Chris told them what was happening. Katina meets with Ola mom, and Oluwana mom gave her a hat and a t-shirt as a cheerleader. Well, your husband, why is it supposed to be the cheerleader? Katina family, I felt like the guy, I don't know who he was. I gotta go back and watch. He was stepping up in Oluwana behind, because he can tell he's an F-boy. Say, men know other men. This is what my daddy said. When you're dating and it's getting serious, you need to let your male family member, brother, friend talk to the man, because men know men. And see, the man, he was able to pick up on Olu bullcrap. He's an F-boy, okay? And he said he think Olu's here for attention. And the guy was like, listen, marriage is final. This is it. Are you really ready? And then Olu Poo Poo is gonna say, I'm okay. I'm not a bad looking guy. I'm good with the ladies. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That's what your focus and attention is for marriage, is you're decent looking and you're not bad with the ladies. And I just feel like you know what it is? He's an F-boy. He's not ready to be nobody's husband. I feel like he's full of crap. I feel like Olu Poo Poo has a issue with male authority. Men like that, you see him hyper, always running his mouth. No male input in his life, and no man was in his life to level him down. That's why he's just so all over the place, okay? Also, I know he has no table mat. He's sitting around the table with his hat on. See what I mean? See what I mean? No respect, no manners, nobody to tell you when you come in a building, take your hat off. Sitting at the table, he had his hat turned backwards with the altar top on, all his arms and tattoos out. So then the couples met up and talk. Noy is concerned about Steve's income. He's given her answers that Pookie's and Riri's give. Oh, it's gonna be all right. We gonna need to talk about that and stuff like that. So I don't know if he wants to talk about it off camera, but I want to know what he says. See, I'm not ready to drag Steve until he gives me something to drag him for. But I feel in my spirit that Steve has a nice savings. You can't be traveling and you're broke. Okay, so we will see. We will so far, I'm listening. I'm gonna go back and listen to what he said. I'm listening for it, right? So then they got the honeymoon basket. They're going to Puerto Rico, and I'm like, oh my God, Merle's gonna be pissed because they sent her to an old retirement home in Florida. And Lord have mercy, Mark is asking, do they have hamburgers? I say he can't be this stupid unless he was joking. And all he eats is goldfish, and he had like 50 bags of goldfish. I just cannot, honey. So then they were on the plane, and apparently, my little skit I did at the front, and the whole issue happened, and I guess Lindsay asked Olu if he spoke Spanish, and basically was telling him, you need to speak Spanish because this is a Spanish speaking country. And he thought he was from there. I guess he do look Hispanic, but he's biracial, okay? So then the whole thing break out on the flight. But then we were told there was another issue that happened with Chris and Lindsay and Alyssa. So I don't know if that's coming home or they're going to show that later, okay? So then, Lindsay with the fake tears and used all the power words to say the black men scared me, and she was in fear for her life. If you listen to Lindsay used those words. Okay, so then the couples were hanging out, and Chris is bothered, and Lindsay and Mark didn't come because Lindsay, is just scared of the black people. But then Mark later came to join the group and basically made excuses for Lindsay, like she's too. And Mark said she's always at a 10, and he apologized for her. Can you imagine always at a 10? She needs to go get her some medicine. So then the couples get back to their room, and they open champagne and chit-chat. Noy says he's developing feelings, and Lindsay also says she's having feelings. She's in love, okay? Mike and Jasmine talked about the conflict, and Mark needs to go to man's school. Not Mark. Michael, he needs to go to man's school. Mike basically said he's assessing if this is really what he wants to do, because he asked the experts for someone who would challenge him. And what the hell is this, YouTube? And so now you ask the expert for somebody who's challenging, but now you want to reassess if that's what you really want to do. Excuse you? So because they got into a little back and forth, he's extremely negative and she's positive. He sees the glass half empty. Jasmina sees the glass half full. He goes in a room expecting conflict. Jasmina goes in the room and just expecting positivity. And then if something happened, then you can make a decision based on that. No, he goes in, expect negativity and talk about what you say. He's a realist. Mark goes back to the room and tell Lindsay that, Olu's okay. He want to hug it out. And I'm like, Olu, don't you touch that white woman. Don't you touch that woman. Don't you hug her. Don't go near her. Don't look at her. Don't do it, black man. Don't do it. You leave that white woman alone. Don't touch her. Don't talk to her. Leave her alone. Okay? Watching my live, I was screaming, don't touch her. Don't touch her, Ola Poo Poo. Don't touch her. Mike is assessing if this. Okay, I read that already. Okay, don't you touch him. Okay? She's gonna cry assault. You assaulted me, black man. You assaulted me. So then Chris and Alyssa was talking on the balcony. He hugs her, and I'm like, I need to know about this money. I'm sorry. Chris and Noah. Stephen Noah. Chris and Alyssa was talking on the balcony, and that's the video clip I showed yesterday, which you saw if you watched. Okay. She said they have differences in beliefs, core values, and difference from the beginning. And those are the things I talk about. When your beliefs are different and your core values are different, it's really, really hard to try to make it work. See, a lot of people, they want to struggle through it to make it work. And what I'm saying, my girls, as dating for marriage is no, choose someone who you have similarities and your core values are the same. Don't choose somebody that you're going to struggle with, okay? Let me go. I have to put Miss Lexi on the computer for her virtual school today. All right. And I'm gonna come back and talk about her Ola Poo Poo called Katina. Like she's like a little Chihuahua dog. I mean, that's the best way to describe your wife, sir. Child, I can't. I'm telling you, I don't. I'm honestly don't know if I'm gonna stick with this. I'm just tired of these people. Anyways. I love you. Check out the live watch I did last night on Allegedly Janice. Again, if you want to show me love, you can please join my Patreon. That's it. And pick your membership level, but it's not free, y'all. I give you guys books, okay? A matter of fact, I'm going to be writing some books just for my Patreon. I'm working on something for Valentine's Day. So in order to get that for free, you have to be a patron for me, okay? I love you. I love you. Remember, my books are on Amazon. Thank you for showing me your love and your support. I adore you. Remember to leave reviews for me. T-shirts are available. I love you. I have to run. Bye.